Hello everybody, welcome to the Flight Sim Deck, and I also want to welcome you to Eagle County Regional Airport in Gypsum, Colorado, where the snow has melted at springtime and we're going to be doing a United Express flight from here to Denver, Colorado. This will be our very first full flight with the -8 Q400. Very excited to finally do a flight with this plane, and today is going to be the day, so let's get in here and check it out. It's going to be a good one.
Trying to make some change on the road to riches, never change for fame. I want a normal life, I want a normal life, I want a normal girl, I want a normal wife. I don't care about the bling or the flashy life, because money ain't a thing if you ain't rapping right. Hey, every day man, I hear the same songs. You ever heard the same songs when I turn on the radio?
Now we're in Sky Vector. We're going to zoom in and take a look at the route. It's going to be about a 50-minute flight today. Very short. Brings us through the mountains, and always a fun route to do if you have a smaller aircraft. So we're going to depart out of Eagle County via the Gypsum 5, which we'll get into that later, and I'll show you that route. And that's going to bring us up here to the Kremlin VOR. Then we're going to make our way east and then down south into Denver, Colorado. We're going to fly by the airport and make our way in, most likely runway 35, one of the 35s. But that is the route today. Like I said, it's going to be fun. Thank you guys for tuning in. You will not be disappointed. So we're going ahead and starting everything up now. We're going to get the battery on and get connected with the external power. I will say this plane is a lot different from any other plane I've flown. One that you really got to stick to the checklists, and you know, I recommend watching a few YouTube videos. I watched a few to kind of get a feel for it, read the manual, kind of checked out the checklist that comes with it isn't very good, but there are some other ones out there that you can pick up. Having a United Airlines SOP would be very nice for this plane. So right now we're just setting up our departure. We're going to be heading out of here runway 25. So you just hit the number 2 and you plug that in there. Then I'll take you over to your SID. We're going to do the Gypsum 5 because this is Gypsum, Colorado, and that's where that SID came from. And then we're almost pretty much good to go. We're getting passengers, last of the passengers on the plane, and we're going to be starting the pushback here in just a few moments.
Ground, we are ready for pushback.
We are ready now, please release point and brake.
Parking brakes released.
Pushing back now, you're clear to start the engine number 2.
Alright, starting the number 2 engine. Some planes, I guess, start the number 1 and then the 2. Some start it before they even push back. Just one of the engines, and then they push back, start the other. Not too sure what United does, but I'm pretty sure it's 2 then 1. This plane kind of pushes back pretty fast. I still haven't been able to get GSX to work. It's still broken.
Pushback completed, set the parking brake.
So we're just doing the old shift P.
Parking brake set. Can we get clearance at number 1?
The tow is free and clear of nose gear. Clear to start the engine number 1. Have a nice flight.
Okay, turning the bus tie off. Now we're going to give the engines, get them up to full power. I'll turn the APU off. Don't need it anymore. And we'll get the bleeds on. Starting the fuel pumps and the auto feather. Now we're on our way over to runway 25. Beautiful airport to taxi around. Now Prepar3D version 4 has come out. This is not version 4. This is still version 3.4. Not in too big of a hurry to get the version 4. Some stuff is still not ready yet. I think Orbx is just now starting to get its products fully ready. A few of them were already ready for version 4, but there's still a few. Actually, this Dash 8 is not compatible with version 4 yet. Majestic wants to focus on their, I think their CRJ they're making. I think that's what it is. They want to focus on that first. So I'm going to be keeping 3.4 still installed for cases like this. But like I said, I'm not in a rush to get it. I might get it next week or the week after. It just depends. Right now, I'm not looking forward to reinstalling everything on that sim. So right now I got 3.4 running good. So yeah, it's gonna work for me for now. Been trying out Flight Sim World. Did a live stream with that. I actually did a few live streams recently since I last spoke to people in one of these episodes. Let's see, we did a flight from Princess Juliana Airport to Miami International. Then the next day, I did a Cessna 172 flight out of Lake Tahoe over to Ronnerville in Fortuna, California. That was a fun one. A lot of low visibility on the way in. And then we did a little bit of bush flying around Auburn, California. Kind of bush flying. Didn't have any landing strips along the way or anything. But it was still fun to do, flying low around the mountains. And that was a good stream. A little early in the morning. I think people tend to come out later in the evening for streams. And also if you're doing a big jet. If I did something with the A320 or the Dash 8 or the 737, you get a good crowd when you do those types of airplanes. A lot of interest in those. But yeah, spent a good time, studying up on this plane, taking notes. Might make a few mistakes, but I think I got it down pretty much. It's just like I said, it's a lot different in a good way. It's a fun plane to play with. You gotta pay attention to a lot more things. It does less things for you. You have to do more for it. Just like different calculations telling it the VNAV path and things like that. It doesn't do that for you. You have to tell it where you want it to glide down to. We're gonna hold short here, 2.5, and then we're gonna line up in just a second. Alright, time to move forward a little bit. We're on our way to line up on 2.5. We're going to do one of my favorite departures, which is the Gypsum 5, as I mentioned before. And basically, you depart the runway, and then you turn to 215. You kind of go around the Sierra X-Ray Whiskey VOR, the Snow VOR, and then up to Curl, and then Kremling, and then you're off on your route. But very fun departure to do. You have to fly basically straight towards the mountain, and then you like you said, you make that turn around it and then back in, and it's very nice departure to do. A little challenging than the normal departure. So, but I've always liked this one. And there's the mountain right there that you fly over. Okay, we're going to turn the yaw damper on. The landing lights, taxi light off. Set the TCAS. pretty much ready to go. All right, everybody, let's do this. V1, rotate. Positive climb, gear up. I'm going to start that
Terrain. Pull up.
Ground proximity warning system is wondering why we're flying it toward the mountain. But this is, it's typical to have that happen on this departure, especially in a bigger plane. Now I still have the anti-skid light on. I didn't know where the switch was, but I do find that in a few minutes when I move over to the first officer side. But at the time I was just looking all over for it, but it's right there, right in front of the first officer. Alright, we're setting the climb power now. Normally you want to do that a little earlier. I think it's above 1,500 feet, but wanted to make sure we were clear over this mountain before I started messing with that. Still hand flying for now. We're gonna probably hand fly it until we get over to to curl. Then we'll get the autopilot on. Okay, autopilot is taking over. And now we can do some more looking around out the window. This is Orbx North America. Great scenery. I highly recommend it if you fly around North America. Excellent looking mountains, which make this such a more beautiful approach, or departure, I should say. And I'm also using the Immersive Audio sound pack for this Q400, and it's really nice. FSElite actually provided both of these with me, the plane and the sound pack, and I did a review on the FSElite YouTube channel of the sound pack. I think it's about a little over 10 minutes long, so make sure you check that out. It's a pretty good video for showing off the sound pack. I think there probably is a little echo in my voice I've been noticing, and that's because my new office, I basically just have the desk in here and some guitars, so it's a little echoey in here, which the audio picks up. Pretty soon I need to get some more things in here. I want to get a bookcase and a little chair, put in some more artwork on here, and yeah, and then that echo should probably disappear. Nice looking clouds out there today. Denver had some thunderstorms the night before I did this flight, but I didn't get to do it in those thunderstorms, unfortunately. I'm currently looking into flight schools right now. I want to do some training very soon. There's 3 different ones I'm looking at in my city, and then I also have a hookup to one of the main airports here that I might be able to. My friend that works there, I might be able to have her find me a flight instructor that way too. But that's gonna be my plan this summer. My main thing is to get some gliding under my belt and also get some Cessna 172 training. Really looking forward to doing that. So that'll be soon. I'll upload those adventures on this channel. So it's the KL2 arrival that we'll be doing today. That'll lead us over to down to the runway where we'll do the ILS approach. Alright, we're going to start the descent now. We're about to get onto the VNAV path, which I thought was very interesting. I was mentioning this earlier about how you set that up. It's basically you take it from the point that you're at. Once you're at cruises, you can set all this up from the point you're at, and then you tell it the waypoint that you need to be at for, let's say, 7,000 feet to to, which is where the glide slope would start, and it'll guide you all the way down to that. But I thought it was interesting how you have to set it up. I like that. I like how this plane makes you work, you know. Not too much. You just, you know, if you get things set up early in the descent, then, you know, the workload's a lot lower at this point. But just be on top of it so you're not rushing around doing everything at the last second. Just once you get up to cruise, you can start setting things up, get your frequencies all set up, and you'll be good to go. Oh, and I was also wondering if maybe somebody knows. I doubt if many people will make it to this or be watching this exact point of the video. But if you look down at the PFD where it says FMS1, mine is yellow, and I've noticed everybody's is pink. I mean, it's still following the path and everything. I was just wondering why mine is yellow. What I set up to have it do that. Because I'm not sure if that's correct or not. I don't think it is. Everybody else's was pink. So if anybody knows, I'm just curious why that's yellow. You know, I'm still trying to pick up a few things with this plane and learning. So yeah, if you know, please let me know in the comments. We're going to be going by Denver in just a few minutes. It'll be on the left. Alright, we're going to start lining up for the approach now. It's going to be ILS into 3.5, right? This will be the approach. Pretty straightforward. Started at 9,000, enter the glide slope at 7,000, and then down. And right now we're going to get our nav source switched over to the ILS. A couple planes I want to try the auto land with is this one, and then I want to do it with the A320. I've never auto landed that plane. Not the FS Labs one, at least. Getting the gear down, hydraulic pumps and the fuel pumps are coming back on. Winds are pretty calm right now, just about 4 knots out of 130. Starting to see the runway now.
Ship 145 cleared visual approach 16 right, keep 7 rapid.
This is going to be my second landing in this plane ever. But this was the first full flight. I did the pattern before as practice, but never a full flight. And we're seeing it now. I'm going to cut the autopilot in just a moment. I'm going to go sterile cockpit the rest of the way in. I'll be with you guys on the ground.
Center view of the Jacker, where it is Foxtrot.
500.
16 left, thank you.
Plus 100. Minimum. Minimum. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Nice, I like that landing. Cut the power after about 10 feet. I think this plane people recommend you give it a little power as you're on the way in, or you'll kind of slam it down. Actually worked out right now. I gotta look at a few more techniques to see how people do it, but this landing did work out regardless, and I'm happy about that. The buildings didn't load in at this airport. I was kind of expecting that. It seems like these airports that offer the demo, even if you have the paid version activated and everything, it's been thinking it's the demo for some reason. I don't know why it's doing that. It's happening with Flightbeam and FSDreamTeam stuff for me right now. And this happens to be a Flightbeam convert. But that's okay, we'll go into the gate anyway. An invisible gate. There will be no terminal probably. But we'll see what it's like when we get it over there. It's a long ways out. Then we have to be taxiing in. Okay, that's all set up. The lock is on for the nose wheel steamer. Get the landing lights off, taxi light on.
Good morning.
Get the anti-eye system off.
81355 Charlie. How you doing?
And then we need to get the TCAS over to standby. And let's check out some replays. Alright, back in the plane. This has been a fun flight. Like I said, for a while I've been wanting to fly this plane, figure it out, and not too hard once you get into it. I think a lot of you would love flying this plane. Many good tutorials out there. Now I found some planes over here, and I believe I see a United on the left, so we're going to go park next to him, but all the terminals are missing. At least the ground textures remain the same. Got some more chase plane videos coming for you. Oz Flight Simmer requested a close and personal video, which I think he means filming the planes on the ground, at the gate, stuff like that. So I'm going to do a tutorial on that next, and you'll be seeing that maybe this weekend, maybe on Sunday, maybe on Monday. Just depends what I have time for. More live streams, got to plan those. Let me know, guys, what kind of live streams you want to see. If you want more of the heavies, if you want more of the smaller planes, and see what I can do. Because those have been fun. Fun chatting to you guys, and hell, they're a lot easier. No video editing is one thing I like about doing live streams, but I still love putting together videos like this. It's a lot of fun. Okay, the company plane is up there on the left, and we'll be parking right next to him. Gonna make our way over there now. Stop right there. Set the parking brake. Cut the power back to start and feather. The nose wheel steering off. TCAS is already at standby. Get the bleeds off. I actually forgot to start the APU, but we're going to shut it off in a second. And then we're going to cut these to off. You do that after about 30 seconds. You get the condition levers off. Taxi light off, and all the other lights. And then we'll get the batteries. I also forgot to take the seat belts off, but I think the passengers get it. The flight's over. And that is going to do it for today. Alright everybody, thanks for coming along for this first ever Dash 8 Q400 flight on the channel. More to come. Maybe I'll do one at night next time. It's going to be exciting stuff. Alright everybody, thanks a lot again. You take care. I'll see you on the next video.